Good morning, everybody. This is 3333 Lightworker bringing to you this week's collective tarot reading for the October the 26th through November the 1st. Now, we all just got through experiencing the new moon in Libra, and that was on the 26th of October. And it had a jarring piece of news for each of us. I'm sure each of us uh, got something unexpected, either in the mail or by an email or something, and you like, where did this come from? It was really, it took you a minute to figure out what was going on, but you just do whatever you have to do to fix it, and hopefully everything will be okay. I myself decided to go on a early morning walk, and I walked like 2 miles or something like that. And if you can mention in my throat, let me tell you, in my throat, I now have a cold. So I'm like, that's what I get for getting up really early in the morning and go for a walk in the dark, in order for me to do whatever I have to do, for business and things to get done. But that's the price I pay. And it also tells me, that the weather is changing. It's much cooler, thank goodness, especially from the 100-degree weather that we had during the summer. But anyway, all is good, and I'm a healthy girl, so I'll be healing from this very quickly. I know that. So for this week, though, for the 26th through the November 1st, just pray for clarity. If things are not going on or happening in your life as you expected, just know we are in the start of Mercury retrograde. So from now until like mid-November, we're going to be, things are going to slow down. You might get a slur of emails saying, all these jobs are opening up. Just apply for them. Apply for the ones that you want. And, know that you will get some kind of notification when Mercury, goes direct. Okay, so just know that. But do apply for jobs, of course. Because during this, in this kind of craziness in the world, we all need some kind of stability to keep a roof over our head and food on the table. So our first card here is the Chariot. Now, the Chariot, as we all know, means sudden news. Just like I said in the beginning, we got that jarring news or something, like a dark energy trying to sabotage our goals and our needs right now. It's like unwanted. However, you just need to take the steps that need to be taken. Plan your first step, or who you need to contact to get help or to get some resolution done on this. And if you don't know something, ask for questions. Ask somebody in the know which direction or guidance that you should take during to rectify this matter as soon as possible and get it off your to-do list and things like that. And it also means that sometimes between now and the 1st of November, you may get a job opportunity and they want to call you in for an interview. This could happen, because of this sudden news and everything. So, just take time to clear your mental stress and rest before you go to the interview, so you have a clear mind, you're relaxed, you're easygoing, and you can answer all the questions that you need to. Now, our second card here is the Hierophant. See the steps that are going up until the high or heaven and the sky. I call it the stairs to heaven. So this guy is meditating, and it could be male or female, doesn't matter. But it's asking Spirit for directions. Where should you go, and who should you meet, and where is my life goals going? Because I have this list, I have these desires, but nothing happening. But you got to understand, previous in the last 2 weeks, we were in a retrograde shadow period, which means, things are starting to slow down. You do get a couple of emails or notifications or phone calls, but on the one hand, they're going to wait until Mercury retrograde goes direct. So just bide your time. Just ask Spirit for directions, and and then listen for the answers, like, you know, it's just that, you might find the apartment that you've been looking for like a month or even 10 months. And, finally this perfect one opens up, and you better go after it ASAP before somebody else does. Or it could be, like I said, a job opportunity training for you. It could be a car, a used car that is just the right price for you, and you must try to get it before somebody else snatches it up. Your spiritual guides are all around you at this time. They're trying to guide you. You just have to listen, learn, and then look for the synchronicities that may show up, because your guardian angels and your spiritual people and teachers, they're just nudging you to the right people. Just pay attention. Now, the next card here is the King of Pentacles. I like this guy. He's got a beard. He looks like a cool guy, doesn't he? The King of Pentacles, you're manifesting your dream life. You're an old soul, so even if you're a young soul in this lifetime, where you'll have many and many reincarnations. An old soul's been there, done that. They've had several jobs. They've been through their ups and downs in life, and they know how to deal with when stress comes. They know not to buy anything during Mercury retrograde, meaning, large purchases like houses, because the market is going up and down like a yo-yo. It's best, I think, wait until 2026 to buy a house or a townhome or anything like that. But excuse me, it's my cold. This King of Pentacles, he is trying to be the leader, manifesting and getting all his ducks in a row. He wants to be affectionate, yet he's very stoic. He's a kind of get it done kind of person. And I know that you and me, we all are those get it done, and we want to do it yesterday. But sometimes life requires us to slow down during this time, during Mercury retrograde. But I tell you, and it always happens, once, I'd say, in November, I'd say from the 10th on, things will start to pick up. And it'll go full speed around the 15th, but around the 10th, things will start to pick up, and you go, oh God, thank you. Finally, if people are calling me for interviews, or finally I got that job, they just told me I got it. Things like that, and then everything will start to progress again. Okay, the next card is the 10 of Pentacles. Oops, I'm sorry, 10 of Cups. See, my cold has affected me. 10 of Cups. It's a new connection. It could be a new friend who really has the hots for you, but he's not saying anything, or she is not saying anything. She's keeping her cool. I say, just don't be afraid at this time to open that heart of yours again and learn to trust again. Take it slow so you feel comfortable, or he feels comfortable in the relationship. And don't force anything, coffee dates, or maybe go to the movies together. And if things are progressing, then maybe a dinner. But when the first couple of dates, just keep it light. And nothing, dramatic or anything like that. Just have fun. So, there's no need to push or rush things, but it is your decision. So, we all have free will. Just don't rush into getting married to anybody after only a couple of dates. That's kind of cray-cray, if you ask me. Now, the next card is the Knight of Pentacles. Look at that. I like that card. See all those pentacles that looks like he's letting go in his hands. Those are the seeds of his ideas and his dreams that he's planted into the earth that he wants to manifest, So just look for the synchronicities now, because you've been planting your ideas. You've been making lists. You've been scrying, asking Spirit to show you the way. And you've just taken a lot of notes. You listen to a lot of YouTube channels, all saying, oh, you're going to win $1 million, or it's time to be wealthy, and yet they don't tell you how to go about it. I am more realistic. I like to say, you do need steady income. And by that, I mean either it's a part-time job or a full-time job, until you have enough saved up to where you can start making your own personal dreams and wishes come true. And it's the slow and steady wins the race. Okay. Um, but just know that everything will work out. And it's life will start getting exciting. However, just because of all of the world and all the events that are happening, just use your discernment on these too good to be true kind of opportunities. Don't go for those. Yeah, always go for the medium, stability or part-time job thing to keep you going. So life, it will get exciting after, like I say, November the 15th on through December to actually February the 26th, which is in February is it's a rebirth of Earth kind of thing going on in February, and that's will be something that you and I will all be looking forward to, because the last 5 years have been hell. And excuse my French, but that's the way it is. Okay. The next card is the Page of Cups. This guy, he's in La La Land. He's wishing and dreaming. He's asking the divine for help. He's also using his mind and his imagination to manifest those synchronicities. He has so many great ideas. But if for the next 4 months, why don't you start putting, work slowly, so save up your money. And if you need to buy a website, name or something like that, it costs a few bucks. So save up your money. Or if you're trying to decide which software to use to help you with your business, start researching it. Don't buy all the software and don't do all that until you actually have the right equipment, because you'll start it and then you'll stop it because it's too overwhelming. So start learning that software program. There's so many YouTube channels teaching you software programs. It's out, it's just unrealistic. I know, because I've taken several myself. So just don't let anybody change or block you or knock you off your heart, your heart's content, which is building the life that you always wanted. You deserve new opportunities. So don't let anybody, tell you can't do something, because you can. The next card is Death and Rebirth. Now, this may look scary to you. It always did when I first saw these cards. I said, whoa, this guy, I can already tell this is not good news. But it is, actually. So all it is like I've been saying for the first part of, January of this year, all the way until now, October. This is a 9-year, which means endings. So everything that you've been putting off or wanting to change, just got to stop now. It's time to let go of the past relationships, let go of the anger, the hurt, or the pain that somebody or someone's may have caused you, and it's time to let all that go. Forgive them, let go, let God kind of thing, and give it to the universe to deal with. You need to move forward, and the only way you can do that is if you honestly, and I mean honestly, let go of all the pain and hurt that other people have caused you. Jobs, personal, family, it could be anything. But it's like that old monkey off your back, or that sack of potatoes on your back that is, you're carrying it and you're carrying it. It's just time to say, God, please take it all away from me and deal with it. I just want to move on with my life. Life is too short anyway. Why give them all that attention? You need to put the attention totally on yourself so you can heal and improve your own life. Okay? So just know that a rebirth is coming during this retrograde period. Once, like I said, once November, I'd say around the 10th, all that stuff, you will feel lighter. All that difficulty all those lessons that you learned, you don't want to repeat another cycle of all that crap. You want to move forward. You want to be positive. You want to earn money. You want to put food on the table, and you also want to start that big, large savings account. Because, always save for a rainy day, as my mom used to say. So, you know, that's what rebirths are for. So just be grateful you're still alive, you're breathing. One of my favorite actresses, Diane Keaton, died. I thought it was me personally that died because that knowing that she passed away just affected me so much. I'm like, why is this affecting me? But you know, it just tells me that an era of time, all these actors and actresses are passing away. It tells you and it shows you how short life is, and that we have to be grateful for every moment, whether it's good or bad. You know, it's okay. You're still alive. You're still breathing. You will get past all of the hurt and pain or the disappointment. You know, you just have to have faith and to move forward. So that is what death and rebirth is. You know, letting go. You know, just shedding all of that hurt, all that pain. It could be childhood pain. You know, your parents. You know, one may have been loving and fun, and the other one cold-hearted and doesn't show you any affection. I don't know. I haven't done your reading yet, but I'm just saying, just remove it, shed it off, and you know, take a salt water shower. You know, you wet yourself, and then you put salt all over your body. Just rub it on there, and then you let it sink in for like a moment or 5 minutes or whatever, and then wash it off. And you'll be surprised how lighter you feel once you get out of the shower and towel off. I've done it several times, and it's always better to remove all that negativity off of our bodies, okay? So just be grateful you're alive, you know, and you have people that you can count on, hopefully, or that you're just going to meet people from now on that are a quality of life for you. Our next card here is the Wheel. And the Wheel is money, baby. It's also a time of, you know, the last 30-day cycle is ended. Okay, so just allow yourself some time to pass before taking your next step. And you know, the Spirit has your back always, always. And you know, sometimes if they don't answer your questions and you get all this crap still being thrown at you and you have to deal with it, I think they're just trying to make you more stronger, and to realize what people are capable of if you allow them to continuously, you know, disrespect for you and try to stop you from achieving your goals and tell you you can't do this, you'll never be successful, blah, blah, blah. You know all that. But you know in your heart, okay, that you can do this and that you have the mind, the physical body, the mentality, you are intellectual, and you can do anything you put your mind to. So new opportunities will be added into your life, okay? And I say anytime from now until the end of Mercury retrograde, you'll get some new opportunities. And like I said earlier, go ahead and apply for them. It always takes 30 to 60 days for these companies to decide one way or another. So you may as well just put the application in now and see which ones pop up. And I'm thinking, you know, 2 to 3 of them will pop up and they all want to interview you. And that'll just make your day anyway. So just appreciate life and every moment that you have, even if things don't go your way, because they will. And just this might, you know, with all these planets and all this stuff happening in 2012, when I think about it, I know that it's, you know, it's a 9-year, and that's the year of endings. So it's just, we're getting through all the crap now. So in 2006 and 2007, things will go a lot smoother in our lives. So just choose wisely. And remember, you're going to be going to meetings, signing contracts. So it's all, as I like to say, a happy, happy day. So if you like these videos, and if you, I hope that I've helped you in some way with these videos. But if you have, please subscribe and like. And until next time, this is 3333 Lightworker.